Well, hello there. Hold up. Okay, so the plan on what I'm going to try to do here is really not intuitive whatsoever. Basically, if you have an iPhone, you can apply custom icons to like shortcuts. So you can here, 1 second. So I'm gonna pull this up. So like, custom iOS icons. Like through shortcuts, you can make your iPhone look like pretty much whatever you want. Apply all these custom icons. Anything that's a picture that you can save on your camera roll is you can save as an icon, and there's plenty of them. They're a little bit janky, but people can customize their phones however they want. iOS 18 lets you darken the icons now, but if you want custom icons, you still have to go through the same rigmarole process. So, custom iOS icon set. Yeah, you can go and download these. They typically follow like a certain theme. And I figured, just wanted to show like icons, Windows 98. So people do like stuff like this, where they take a bunch of old icons and make your phone look like maps. All these old icons will map to your apps. So what I wanted to do is make a very faithful set of Windows XP icons for iOS. Exciting? Not really, but it might be cool, might be fun. So for reference, this is what my home screen currently looks like. And we're gonna use this as a template to put the icons over and see what this is gonna look like. So, to get started, it's not helpful. To get started here, I downloaded an icon pack, and this supposedly includes every icon from Windows XP. So like, for example, Windows Movie Maker icon in really high detail. I don't know how they got these icons this high fidelity. They might be AI upscales of them, considering, again, going back to this, like, a lot of these icons look like this, old and pixely. So, what I'm gonna try to do is figure out which icon corresponds to what on my home screen the best, and come up with a consistent theme on how we're going to apply them. Now, you could go the route of making them transparent, like, have the icons float very similarly to that example, like this. But then you need a solid color background, because essentially it's just faking being transparent. By the outside being this teal color. So what we're going to try to do is make actual icon like boxes, like outlines. So XP uses this like back and forward buttons use these little squares and cubes. So I'm going to try to use these as a template. So to get started, what I'm going to do is take that picture of my home screen. We'll get it in Illustrator, and we should be able to just overlay stuff on top of this. So 1 second. Yeah, all right. So just to get started, take one of those, bring it in here. Now, I don't know if the shape is quite right, because I think iOS's icons are a little more rounded. Yeah, they're not quite, like an iOS icon is going to end up kind of some more softer corners as opposed to these. So I don't know what the course of action here should be. Should I recreate these squares from scratch as a vector so I can change the color, do pretty much whatever I want with them, or do I try to play with each one? Whoa, okay. let me see. What do I want to do? I want to edit the color of this. It might actually be easier in Photoshop to do that on these. So let's try that. Let it load up. All right, so image, hue, go away, I don't, if I wanted AI, I would have asked for it, so, oh yeah, we can make this whatever color we want. Oh yeah. Okay, so I can edit the color of these buttons. I'm gonna have to remove the glyphs from the, so to start with, referencing, we'll start with the first icon. I want to do the settings app. So we're going to start there. Can I not zoom? I can. All right. So, Jesus Christ. So we're going to try to recreate this guy. So the Windows XP equivalent of that's probably going to be the control panel icon. That is definitely in here somewhere. Sorry. Ideally, if it's alphabetical, it's up here somewhere. CD-ROM, control panel. So that's going to be our, supposedly our settings app. Doesn't really look like a settings app, but that's the Windows XP control panel. So what I need to do is I'm gonna choose gray. Maybe easier said than done for this. So we're gonna make this one gray. Similar thing going on, make it a little lighter. So I need to create a blank template without a glyph in it, unless one of those already exists, which I will look for first. I mean, I got this. This one might be easiest to remove. Let me see. Yeah, you got like the shutdown thing in these little boxes that use this like plasticky lighting effect. And we're gonna use that as the template for each of the icons. I think this was restart. Yeah. I'm hoping there's a blank one of those in here somewhere. If not, I can probably make that work. It would just make my life much easier. Watch there be one, I'm gonna miss it just because of it's a lot of visual noise in front of me right now. Yeah, you got these ones. XP uses like 3 different colors: blue, yellow, green. Actually, 4 red. If I can't find one, I'm going to take this and edit the glyph out of it, and then we can work from there. It's not looking good. Empty shortcut icon. I don't know what this is for. It says, okay, switch user. That makes sense, I guess. Sure. Alright, so there is not a blank square. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with that one, if I can find it. Alright, we're gonna take you into Illustrator. Hold up. And we're gonna see if we can edit that out seamlessly. Because the thing is with a gradient like this, it's really hard to just get that to disappear. Actually, maybe the AI would help me, but we'll get there if we need to. Do that. Create a few points here. Just gonna try this. It's probably not gonna come out perfect, but actually, you know what? That doesn't look bad at first glance. You can definitely tell something's up, but Um, what's wrong here? Without a super color accurate monitor, this is gonna be a lot. It's interesting. It's like it doesn't want to match the color quite right. Yeah, that isn't really panned out. What I could do is probably go into Photoshop and just... You know what? We're gonna use Photoshop for that one. All right. So how we looking? Hello? I think Photoshop is bugged out. Like, I'm clicking on it, I can't... No! How does Photoshop need to record my audio? It's also holding itself hostage right now. I can't interact with this program at all. Alright, and I can't quit it. Cool. Oh, what? Oh, I'm dumb. That window is open. Okay. If it followed macOS's interface guidelines, that wouldn't have been a problem. Because that window would have been attached to the Photoshop window itself. But, alright, so with clone stamp, I can probably get rid of this. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this is promising, I think. Yeah. Alright, alright. We're gonna make this a little bigger, speed up the process a little bit. Oh, that's not gone to plan. Oh, you see the dark is now bleeding into the lighter area. So what we need to do... And now the light area, like, it kind of looks like a smudge in paint now. This is not going well. All right, let's walk it back a little bit. All right. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be so small you won't be able to notice it, especially when there's a icon in front of it. But yeah, like you can tell where I'm doing these brushes. This is not going well. All right. Select subject. I'm gonna try the AI. Generative fill. Remove this box. Let's see what it does. This will be the first time AI has done what I've asked it to. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. And it removed it too, okay. Wait, can I? Oh, it was moving the whole thing. I got excited for a second. Alright, let's see if we can, if we walk it back all the way to just this box. So select subject. Remove this box seamlessly. I can't spell. I mean, better. Ish. So I wonder if the clone stamp tool now, no layers are selected. Well, Did you? You could just work. Layers. Smart object must be rasterized. Okay. Then do it. Stop complaining. Get on with it. What the fuck is happening? No. I asked for a tool. Please use the tool. Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now, actually. I probably need to merge these into each other. Merge down. Yeah, alright. Alright, this is working. A little smaller. Alright, there's a little, I don't know why it's smudging that bad. Ugh. No. Jesus Christ. Okay, this is going poorly. Clone stamp. Just do it. You mean the only layer? I mean, it's not going to be perfect. I'm accepting that right now. But what I'm hoping it is enough to distract. Removing this glyph has been harder. I probably could have just remade this whole thing from scratch. I'm gonna put a new border around it. This is great. I'm having a great time. Why is this difficult? What if I just make it really big? Photoshop. Come on, bud. I mean, it's getting there. No, it's too bright. It's such an awkward gradient because it's right. It's like such a weird angle. Alright, we're gonna make you huge again. Something's just not right about all of this. Alright. Alright, I mean, it's better. slowly but surely. There's like all these cool, like hot and cool spots here. Okay. Okay, I've almost fixed it. Okay, these hot and cold spots, I want to try something real quick. I want to put a healthy level of blur. Does it even that shit out? I'd say it does. Yeah, alright. That's redeemable. We're so close to progress here. Okay. And knowing that, if I just go to the blur tool that I lost for some reason, we're gonna just give it an old, yeah. Needs a little bit of attention, but honestly, it's pretty good. Like, it's not perfect, but at the size, which is going to be like that, you can't tell. We're just going to give it a little more. Again, this is an artist's rendition, so it'll be all right. I can't tell if my monitor's just messed up or if I'm actually seeing things. I still swear that I can see the outline of this box. Color depth, especially with YouTube compression, you're not going to be able to see any of what I'm talking about. But I'm going to call that done for the time being. So I'm going to save this. Alright, so pictures, we're going to make a new folder, call it iOS XP, spell it bad, blank square. So what we're also going to need to do is make an outline that matches the iOS ones. So what I'm going to do is take that new thing we just did, bring it in. Look at that. Progress. And we're gonna need to make it somehow match the shape of an iOS icon. So we're gonna have to draw new white borders that match. So we'll line you up. Well, alright, I'm gonna make a copy of you first before I irreparably fuck it up. Alright, so got it lined up. So this is not going to be nice. This is actually going to be rather unpleasant to do. we're just gonna draw. No. Draw. Make the outline white. The thing is, I got like 3 different layers of transparency I need to keep in mind at all times here. And it's gonna start to really mess with my head. Alright. No, not what I asked you to do. Alright. Make these line up good. 6 stroke. 6 looks like the winner. For the time being, if I just make this red, is it more legible? I don't think any of this is perfect, or is a perfect square. Oh yeah. Perfect. Now, so basically within the yeah, within the that space is going to be our new working area. And then when you put the icon on the home screen, it'll crop it to that size, hypothetically. It's great. Okay. It looks kind of ugly in the meantime, but it should get it done. All right. So what we can do now is just, export it again. Well, first, irreparably mess it up. Oh wait, I changed its size. Now it's... Oh, there's a setting there for that. General preserve stroke. I feel like I'm having a stroke. General. There's no search function in all this. Appearance of black. Interesting. Illustrator preserve stroke size when resize. Yeah, I can't spell, but it'll scale strokes and effects in the transform palette. But I want them scaled, but I just scaled them and it didn't do it. Like if I... Shit. Okay. Well, what I can do is just put it over here and export it as is. Alright, so this is now our blank what we're working with. Cool. Pictures. Blank right size. Okay. So now we have this, which is really what we're looking for. Actually, what I am gonna do is Why are you glitching out? Get rid of that because I think it's bugging me out. I'm gonna get rid of these blue parts that shine through because I feel like it's going to create conflicts with the way iOS wants to crop the image later. This is such a dirty way to do this, by the way. Yeah. Oh, come on. Doesn't matter. Alright, so this is going to be our new blank icon template that we're going to build the rest of them on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, we're just... That was just a failure. Christ, dude. You're connected. It's okay. Alright. Spent way too much time just getting a blank icon. Alright, so now it's the settings app. So we're going to take what I just made, not what I asked you to do. macOS is really great until you just need it to do what you've asked it to do. It's great at figuring out what you wanted it to do in the first place before you've even asked. But when you are asking something specific, it does whatever it wants. Okay, so to get this started, we're just going to go back into adjustments. Now, settings icon's background is gray. That's not what I wanted. Image, hue and saturation. We're just gonna go, and honestly, that covers it. So we'll export you. Export as gray blank. I don't know if any other apps will need a gray background, but so back in Illustrator, what we're gonna do is be sleep deprived and hit all the wrong buttons. I can't resize these. If I resize, actually no, now it's a PNG. I can do whatever I want with it. Okay. Just makes my life a little easier. Go back into the icons and we'll find control panel. I feel fried right now. It's just looking at like little boxes of overstimulation. Like these are all so colorful and control panel. Cool. And there we are. That's probably going to be our settings icon compared to this. This would be the Windows XP version of it. Now what we should do is come up with some guidelines to make sure the icons are all sized right inside their template. Come on. These artboards are annoying. But it comes with its own drop shadow. It's what it's supposed to be. Now I will say it's nowhere near as legible as the settings icon is on iOS because it's just designed for something completely different. But, you know, we're gonna work with it. If the phone will look good at the end of this, I have no idea. But so that's settings. Cool. We get the weight right of that. So go back into Photoshop. Hue saturation. Oh, this is not. Whoops. Blank rate size in Photoshop. Okay, Okay, I don't know why it's staying gray. I'm just gonna... Jesus Christ, come on. Alright. So we have this blue version. So if we reference our photo that we need, that I closed out of for some reason. They don't have to follow exactly what we're doing, but, you know. Alright, so we're going to have like 3 gray icons. Calculator, contacts. We're going to need blue, which we already have. We're going to need green, which exists, but I'm going to need to make it in this blank version. Yeah. Okay, I can't mess with the lightness, because that messes with, how closely does that resemble the actual XP green ones? I wonder. Show me one. Alright, close. Real one's a little darker. Saturation really isn't what I should be using for that. Cool. Previews you can't resize. I just don't understand. Alright. If I am to compare, yeah, I mean, the old one definitely looks a little juicier, but I think it's as good as we're gonna get, really. Yeah, I really do need to play with the lightness, but I can't because of the way I've done this. If I was smarter, this would have been done just a straight up different way. So what I need to do is do that, and then we're looking like, then we're looking accurate, but we're just gonna send that as it is, I think. So, ooh, negative 104. Yeah, negative 104 is close. Green, blank. Cool. And now I'm pretty sure I can just churn these out. I've got, what other colors do I need? I have, oh, I'm tired. You know what, I'll make a yellow one because XP has yellow ones, and then we will start building the rest from there. They're almost more orange. I don't know, let's compare here somewhere. Definitely needs to be a touch more orange. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Okay. Export as yellow, blank. All right, so now that we've got those made, start lining them up in here. Okay, this looks horrible once put into Illustrator. Which, is that what it looks like? Now, these are almost too green. Blank. Blue. We also need a red. We do need a red before I end that. I don't even need to double check that. That's perfect. Export as red blank. Yeah, once put into Illustrator, they look kind of horrific. Which, is this project RGB? Yeah, RGB color mode. It's just, like, look how washed out it looks here. Need to look up that one. Let's see. PNG looks washed out when put into Illustrator. Document color profile. Oh boy. Sorry, reading up on this. When you're... So why is it washing them out? Does it have a color profile or something that I need to like... Oh, I'm lost in the sauce. Like, my green is awful looking when thrown in here. Also think my green one is just, in general, a bit much. Definitely a bit much. Actually, we might go and redo that one in the meantime. Brightness. Contrast. Does this affect the white? I mean, I guess it does. Alright, let's go back to the green. Hue and saturation. So green. That's where that shows up. So what I can do here is hopefully just brightness. Hope it doesn't affect the something about that don't look quite right, but we'll try it again. Export as. So alright, so if let's say I uncheck all that, convert to just leave it as whatever color space it's in right now, green to blank. Still washed out. Okay. Photoshop exports look washed out in Illustrator. Cool, 2 comments on that. color settings. Oh, that's bad. I broke the whole thing. Okay. Color settings. Custom. Sure. So these things still look bad. Oh! It's fixed. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is just make these the same size as all of their cousins. Alright, so that's our green. What I'm really going to do is just make blanks of everything. So our blank gray. I know this is a sacrilege, but just hear me out. If you do it right, it all ends up the same in the end. Well, the blue I already kind of have, but... Why did you fucking do that? And then one more. And then we have every background box that we're going to need for this. All right, we are ready to start making icons. What, an hour later? All right. So we have this one, which is we're gonna use. Let's do another gray one. So calculator. What do we have in the icon pack for calculator? Make this bigger. Just view options. All right. Calculator. I know there is a calculator. It'll be up in C, probably. There we go. So take another one of you. So the iOS glyphs in their box are rather large, so I think I'm gonna bump these up just a little bit to be legible. The control panel one's awkward because it's balanced a little strangely as an icon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the other gray we're going to deal with is contacts. So we're looking for like a contact photo. That we're going to have to get creative with a little bit. Like we're going to have to with a few of these actually. So contact, like a person. Probably use users, right? Yeah. There we go. Not too shabby. You know, when they get small, like I said, these aren't really meant for that. They weren't, these glyphs weren't designed with that in mind, but it's part of the aesthetic, you know? All right, so let's move on to some blue ones. So we'll start with the App Store with blue. Okay, so a store. That's going to be hard to come by because XP had nothing of the sort. A store. What we can do is the Windows catalog icon. It's like a book. It was meant for like looking at your options of like browsers and Windows and alternative programs. So that might be thematically correct. Although this also isn't a bad one. It's like downloading software, but we'll see. Hold up. What's the for again? I'm really tired. App Store. Store. Let's see. I've never seen this icon before. It looks kind of vile. Store. Is it really what that icon looks like when it's big? Huh. Store. Yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit of an uphill battle. There's a book. There's an open book. That's the Windows catalog icon. I'm gonna try to find that. Probably already passed it. It's an open book. Doing this one really tired too. Like I'm looking at these super colorful little. Just type in catalog and see if it comes up. There we go. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna try that icon. It's the Windows catalog icon. Okay. So up next, we're gonna do try the weather. That one's gonna be difficult. Although we probably could use like that. Weather station. Weather. Yeah, genuinely, that one's gonna be tough. Weather. The hell in XP? Although we can do mail right now. That will do. Because that's also a blue one. Yeah, alright. Weather. Huh. That one might have to get creative. By creative, I mean look it up. Could use the flags, but let's see, was there like a XP era weather icon? Windows weather icon. Yeah, this didn't really come into play until like what, Windows 8. So it's not going to match our visual style, but Windows XP. Could use the Vista one, which looks like that. Let's see. What would you look like? How out of place is it? Honestly, that doesn't look too out of place. It's a little bit more detailed, but it's got a very similar palette to the mail icon. We'll use that for the time being, unless we find something better. Okay. Internet is also blue. So we should be able to use like an Internet Explorer icon, but the problem is it's also blue. So you need kind of like an internet icon, whether that's IE or something else. Internet short. I mean, we could just use the globe. Internet shortcut. I don't think IE is going to look good on, like, blue on blue. I don't think it's going to look great, but we'll try it. Yeah, that's a little rough. We're going to do... Yeah, we're going to do that. That's our internet icon. And there we go. Okay. Going, then we'll move on to the green ones. So, messages and phone. Chat. Yeah, because there is actually a little bit of theory to like the iOS icons. Like green icons are like direct communication, like text or phone, like phone services. Blue are usually like internet services, like Safari or Mail. Gray are like utilities, like calendar, or not calendar, but like calculator, contacts book, settings app, like something like Honestly, that might not be a bad messages icon. XPS, the unknown one. Okay, so nobody knows where that came from. Cool. We'll drag that in here, but for the but we'll see if we can find a better one. Chat. Like an MSN chat thing, but the icon is like just that weird MSN butterfly. Alright, we got a phone with a modem. Alright, there's a dialer icon with the computer, though. Yeah, these are like the MSN Messenger icons, but like... User. What is happening? I mean, that could be a messages icon. Yeah, I'm really starting to reach here, huh? I mean, that could be a messaging icon, but it's a little... Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. This is going really well. Yeah. Okay. So phone. I mean, sure, but I feel like there's gotta be better options here. Phone. Cause like there's like this, but it's attached to something else. If I had that phone part by itself, it'd be fine. Oh, that's like a fax machine phone thing. That could... It's not terrible. Yeah, phone's got me stumped at the moment. Let's see if there's a Windows XP phone icon. This is quickly becoming no fun. Okay. I mean, you can just use the little cell phone, which honestly might be the move for the moment. Where'd it go? Yeah, thanks for putting it behind the thing. I'm gonna put it on a little offset because I feel like it's just supposed to be. I mean, that doesn't look really that out of place as a set, so. Alright, so we've got a few down. Oh, camera. Camera's gray. Perfect. Done and done. All right, cool. So we haven't used the yellow or red, and they're going to take the place of some of the other ones. For example, like music. I feel like that has to be red. Well, the existing one is red, so. Music. Cool. I could also put the Windows Media Player icon on it. It is more colorful. Yeah, honestly, maybe let's try that. Media. Well, I want to use one of these for the YouTube app. So maybe just leave that as it is, huh? Well, there's also this icon, which might be more appropriate just because, like, Apple Music is a streaming service. Let's see what it'll look like. Well, that one's also going to be red because it's the YouTube app, so let's try that. Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. What else we got? Got these ones all down here so far. Calendar. I think we're gonna make calendar a gray, just because it's the closest to white. Let's see. I can't spell calendar, can I? Nope, I cannot. Okay, so there's just no calendar icons in here. Cool. But I've seen them. I know there's one in here, so. It's just probably called scheduler or some bullshit. We're getting there, slowly. Calendar. Look, I know calendar icons exist in here. Or some kind of scheduler or planner. I mean, I've got these ones, which, you know what, maybe. It's not terrible. It's a little bit of an unbalanced icon, like some of the others, but yeah, that'll work. I think we're gonna do notes next because I keep seeing a good icon for it. We're gonna make that yellow. It's like a notepad icon. It's here somewhere. I keep seeing it. It's popping out to me. You got this one. This wasn't the one I was thinking of, but we'll save that for the time being. There we go. That was the the prettier one I was thinking of. I think that's her WordPad. Yeah. Okay. So we got a bunch of icons that don't really fall into any of the other categories. I think I'm gonna do green as maps. No, that... yeah. Probably get away with that. Just thinking, iTunes Store. It's another freaking store. The App Store is already blue. Just can't make it blue. Probably make it red. The iTunes Store. Just feels right. The thing is, I need another store or like media related thing. Honestly, no, I'll use this icon because it's internet music. This is the folder with music, and that will be the internet place where you get music. That makes some sense, I'm going to tell myself. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So photos. Pictures. I asked you to search for pictures. What are you... Okay. Just try this one. I think we're gonna make it yellow. Just cause. You know what? Keep with the folder motif. We're going to use the My Pictures folder icon. Terrible use of space on a tiny mobile device, but on desktop it made sense as a motif. We're just going to use it because we're using it for chat, music, pictures. So we're missing maps from this row. Maps. That's gonna be kind of rough, I think. I mean, this one kind of looks like a compass. The Windows XP Tour icon. If I just search map, I wonder if anything comes up. Not useful. Maps. Sorry, I'm deep in the contemplation. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do for maps. I mean, you could do this like your house is connected to the roadway kind of thing going on. Honestly, this might be the strongest one. Earth telling you where to go. This one's got me stumped. Could use this book. It's very similar to the Windows catalog icon, though. Could. Shouldn't, but it could. I wonder if I mean, it's a graph view, but it kind of looks like a maps icon. Or it could. You know what? We're gonna see what it would look like. I mean, yeah, I can buy that. I can put up with that. Unless something better comes along, which I know it's not going to. Yeah, okay. So, we got voice memos, notes. Basically, we're still missing voice memos and clock, and they are black icons. So I can kind of just use some creative liberty to say what they're going to be. So voice memos, I'm going to say is going to be red again. Let's see, do they have a record? Kinda? Mic. Like sound recorder. I thought Windows had a sound recorder in it. Volume and volume alt. Interesting. Voice memos. If you are tuning in, basically, I'm designing an icon pack for iOS based on Windows XP. That's what we're doing at the moment. To mixed results. What can represent a microphone? Like a voice recorder. Yeah. Honestly, maybe this thing. Portable media devices. Yeah, we might try that. The voice recorder. Yeah, I can see it. I'm getting more and more liberal with my ability to suspend my disbelief here. Alright, we need clock. Clock, we either make yellow or blue. I don't want to overdo the grays. I feel like we got a lot of grays. Those pictures. We'll probably do yellow. Just to even it out a little bit. Clock. Nothing in there. Okay. Time. Ah, Christ. Didn't think a clock would be hard, but I'm getting the suspicion it's going to be. I'm tired, but I will finish what I started. Honestly, this calendar icon might be better for the whole clock thing. Music time? No. It's a clock. It's not like I can be super abstract with it and like... Some of the other ones I can get away with, but like, a clock's a clock. It always has been. There you go. You can call that a clock. IE history. Let's try this. Yeah, that's a clock. Okay, so I think we've got every icon. I got this freeform icon, which I'm gonna make. What color should freeform be? What would the icon be? It's abstract enough where we can kind of anything that jots down notes, draws. Oh, you know what? I know. Hold up. Yes, sir. I think we're gonna make it blue. Yeah. So honestly, I think we have our icons ready to go. Yeah, I should have enough to do the whole thing now. So I'll save these individually, and hopefully I can actually get them sent over to my phone. Let's start drawing artboards. I can already tell this is going to be great. because it likes to draw these. It's like a magnetic timeline almost. It wants to anchor you to something. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, this is going to be a little sloppy, but it'll get done. It's the home stretch now. Almost there. Yeah, this really is the boring... Well, I'd say it's the boring part. This has been boring pretty much the entire time. But if I was going to do it anyway, I figured learning to do it, we'll do on stream, and also it would force me to not get frustrated and give up a little bit, which I'm prone to doing. So, okay, all the artboards are drawn. We're going to export all of these. Finals. So this is the icon set. So we're going to send this all to my phone. See if it shows up. Share, please. And there we go. Send it to the phone. And my work for tonight is done. And when the setup's done, I'll probably do a cool little showcase of what it looks like. Thank you, and have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna go to bed now.